So I'm a fairly young professor, relatively, like I'm a millennial and I teach Generation Z, so like fairly young. And I used to think I was like young and hip when teaching class, but I guess the fact that I even use the word hip should demonstrate how unhip I am because, well, nobody uses hip other than like old people like me. However, I constantly get reminded of how little I know about the social life of 20-year-olds, even though I talk to them every single day. And someone recently wrote a comment to me in one of my more recent videos on the McGangbang burger, and they wrote in a bit of a slang, and it took me a little bit of process to figure out actually what they were saying. And I was like, in my mind, I'm like, well, I need to be able to respond to my students and other people watching these videos, and I need to be able to speak the same language that they speak. So I'm gonna reply in like a similar slang. So I spent 30 minutes to come up with the most clever expression that I could, even though it's really not that clever. And in the process, my nanny actually overheard me and thought it was hilarious how little I know about speaking like a 20-year-old these days. And I was like, no, I speak to them all the time. I would have no problem speaking to a 20-year-old in like, their cool vibe and language. So she challenged me to a test and she said, okay, Mike, I'm gonna put together a list of words that 20-year-olds use all the time and let's see how many you know. And I was like, no problem, I speak to them all the time. I'm gonna get at least 50%. So let's see how well I do. Hey guys, I'm Mike. I'm an organizational behavior professor at the Ted Rogers School of Management. In weekly videos, I leverage my student and professor experiences to give you new insights in terms of how to better manage your student life. I generally don't talk about topics learned in the classroom, but learn the hard way throughout uni. So if you are in uni or will be soon, hit subscribe, smash the like, make sure the notification tab is on, and check out my weekly videos. And in this week's video, I'll be putting myself to the test, exam time for me, to see how many of these new slang words I really know. And I need to get in the zone of being a 20-year-old. Okay, 1 second. There we go. Is that better? Just drop 10 years, right? There we go. Fire away.
Okay, your first word is bet.
If I were to bet, like a bet, so it's like trying to place, I don't know, it's like placing a bet on something. It's like, I'm going to wager. I wager. That's the only thing I can think of. Bet. That's the only thing.
If someone says, do you want to go to the restaurant? And you say bet, it means like
yes. Better believe it kind of thing?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, you bet to believe it. Okay, what's the next one?
Simp.
Simp. That one's got to be simple. Ah, that was so simple. I took care of it. That's simp. It's just simp.
Like a boy that's simping over a girl would do anything for her.
Where does that come from?
I don't know.
Simping. I would simply do anything for you. You can simp somebody else? What?
Cap.
If I'm going to cap something, I'm gonna do something over the top. I'm gonna cap it off and I'm going to do something monumental and put a cap, prize cap, kind of like, candles on a birthday cake, right? Okay, cap. How close was I?
Cap means a lie.
I like cap. The cap makes sense. I have no clue where it came from, but okay.
Fire.
Fire, that's hot. That's good. People like being on fire. Oof. Psh.
Yeah, it means like, oh, your outfit is fire. Like it looks really good.
Stunning. I like that one. That one makes sense to me because fire is hot, right?
Yeah.
And hot is, so that's a term that I would have used.
Caught in 4K.
I just recorded. I have evidence of it. It's caught in 4K.
Yeah, caught in 4K was basically like you were caught in a lie.
Ooh, caught in a lie.
Ghosted. You're
messaging people, you're communicating with somebody, and then all of a sudden that person just stops communicating with you. They just turn into a ghost and vanish, never to be seen again. I know that one. Yeah. 1 for 5 or 6 right now.
Salty.
Salty is when somebody's like being, they are not being very fun. They're not being very nice. They're being some like, crusty. They're being a little, agitating. They're like a wooden spoon. Do you know what a wooden spoon is? Right? That's when somebody's being salty. They're just like being unpleasant.
Yeah, it means they're kind of being passive aggressive.
Oh, passive aggressive. I guess that was close, but I wasn't right on the spot. Anyways, okay, cool.
Extra.
Somebody's being over the top and somebody's got extra. It's also like, I'm surprised the other word like that reminds me of is like flex, when somebody's trying to like impress you with like what they have. Yeah, it's extra, flex, got that one. Okay, 2 for 8, okay. And I made one up, flex, I threw one in there that I knew, okay.
Finna.
Clearly I'm thinking final, or like the fin of a fish. I'm done with you. I'm finished with you. I'm finna with you. No.
It means going to. Finna go to the gym later. That means are you trying to join?
You finna make me look like I know nothing.
Whack.
Whack. That's like, it's kind of like, my generation was like, sick. That's sick, right? Sick is not bad, it's good. Right? Just like you want it to be whack. Somebody's doing something crazy, but it's like a cool crazy.
Spill the tea.
When you're spilling the beans, when you have a story to tell, that's got some good gossip. And who doesn't like good gossip? As long as it's not related to you, right? You can listen to other people's gossip, just not your own gossip.
Bussin.
All I can think is like bussing tables.
Bussin means like it's good. Like, oh,
Buzzing?
these tacos are bussin'.
Bussin'.
Like they're good. They're delicious.
Bus?
Dank.
I'm guessing that means good because you said civility. I would have never like, oh, that's so dank.
Oh my gosh, your tacos look so dank.
When I hear that, I think of like, you know, back in the old school, like Batman and Robin days, like when it goes like, I'm gonna punch you. Boink. Dank. Right, that kind of idea.
Ick.
Icky. Right? Like, it's icky. Ugh, I don't want that icky.
Like, I got the ick. I can't, like, I'm not interested in them anymore. I got the ick. All right, main character.
Okay, if somebody's the main character, it's gotta be an important person in your life. Somebody who's important in your life, I would say somebody you want to date.
It feels like they're the main character in other people's lives.
Oh.
They're like
that
a
makes sense.
big personality.
I like that.
Rent-free.
Somebody who's just like buzzing, bugging you, picking away at you in your head, something you just can't shake. It's just like someone's eating away at you, like you have an exam coming up and you just can't get the exam out of your mind, even though you want to do other things, but you can because you're thinking of, probably not an exam because that's probably a bad example. You're probably thinking of a boy, right? A boy or a girl or something like that.
It means like you can't get something out of your mind.
Yeah, rent-free.
Thirsty.
See, in my day, we said hungry for that. I'm hungry for a promotion and I'm gonna work really hard for it. I'm hungry for a good grade. I guess now, you know, kids drink more. So.
You're fetching for compliments. Curve.
It's also could be like a curved ball, right? A little pitcher, a little baseball action. So I'm gonna throw a knuckleball. I'm gonna throw a curved ball. I'm gonna pretend to do something, but really mean something else. I'm gonna curve it.
Like if someone curves you, it means it's basically like they ghosted you.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna curve people. Curve is not as aggressive as ghost. Everybody talks about ghosting. I'm gonna talk to you. No, I'm gonna whoosh, curve you.
Ditch.
Cancel plans. I'm gonna bail hard.
Or if you've gotten ditched by someone, it means you were...
somebody's ditching, yeah.
Someone ditched you.
Yeah, in my day, we used to call that pulling the chute.
Pulling the chute.
Pull the chute, like you're jumping out of an airplane, you're on a plane. No, I'm gonna pull the chute. I'm gonna jump out of the airplane, pull the chute, and go to safety rather than go down as fast as I can. Pull the chute! I'm ditching, I'm leaving.
Ballin'.
You're spending way more money than you should or have, and you're having a really good time and showing off.
So your total score is 50%.
50, 5-0. Yeah, I said I would get at least 50, so success. All right, guys, that's it. That is my video on the common words 20-year-olds use all the time and professors have no clue what they are. How well did you do? Was it better than me? I hope so. If you found this video helpful and want to learn more tips on how to make your student life a little more manageable, hit subscribe, smash the like, make sure the notification tab is on, and check out my video next week.